Okay, we're going to have a look now at the carpal tunnel. So what's really important to get good images is to extend the wrist to a degree. So we've actually put something under the wrist to make sure that that happens, and that allows you to see the contents of the carpal tunnel much better. So we have the pisiform on the ulnar aspect and the scaphoid on the radial aspect, and then between those two you have your transverse ligament, and then you've got the contents of the carpal tunnel, and we're going to have a look at that now. So straight away, I try to find these bony landmarks so that we have everything in one view, and I think we're there now. So I'm going to show you that on this image. So in the center we have the median nerve, then on top of that we have the transverse ligament, and the transverse ligament runs all the way from the pisiform, which is here, to the scaphoid, which is here. Now the scaphoid, on top of it you can actually see the flexor carpi radialis, which is outside of the carpal tunnel. But then in the carpal tunnel you have the superficial flexors and the deep flexors, which are underneath the median nerve. And then you can also identify the flexor pollicis longus by asking the person to move their thumb. And you can see that here, which is quite nicely demonstrated. Now, so that really completes all the structures within the carpal tunnel.